Both Colorado and Wyoming produced huge today, producing several tornadoes and ginormous hail. This will certainly be a day I will remember in 2017.
Earlier today, that same storm that did all that damage in Perryville moved across the river. I intercepted it just outside of Ava and actually followed it over toward the Virgins area where it crossed the road probably about a half a mile in front of me, destroying a home right off to the side of 127. That tornado continued, did damage along Elkville Road to the west of Elkville.
We've got some heavy rains moving into the area, and we already have storms firing at this early hour. We saw some rains overnight last night, and we continue to see those again this morning. The rain has started to fall here again, and it's very, very windy. Just a nasty day to be out. But I'm standing here at Shoemaker Drive here in Murfreesboro where 127 meets up with this. And as you can see behind me, it looks like a lake. This whole entire area is underwater. And it's been wet most of the night for most areas even south of that. But as those rains continue to move off to the north, we're actually going to see a little bit of a break in the action, but that is not going to last very long. The week finishes up here in northwest Texas where we followed a supercell across the panhandle for 4 hours today. We didn't see any tornadoes or get any hail, but it was a great way to end the week.
Emergency crews have been arriving on scene steadily here over the last 15 minutes. There is a propane tank on the east side of the highway that is leaking in the ditch right now.
It has been raining steady on and off all day across the entire river-to-river course. And with more rain expected overnight into Saturday, including the potential for some heavy rain during the event itself, course officials have been forced to address several concerns, such as this water crossing behind me near the Blue Sky Winery. This all being done in the interest of keeping the participants safe during the event. So here I am in Kansas on the van's first day out. As you can see by the hood, there isn't a single hail dent on this vehicle. Let's see how much I can change that in the next few days. Well, I was worried I wasn't going to get any hail this week, but fortunately I've changed that here in Wyoming. And we're seeing some heavier showers down to the south just outside of Cape Girardeau. Those are going to continue to push across the region. Some of that might be freezing, but we're starting to see those temperatures slowly climb above freezing. Carbondale sitting right now at 33 degrees. They were at 32 about an hour ago. So generally all the temperatures are starting to rise. Again, very, very slowly, but enough to where that freezing range should start to come to an end as we work our way through the morning hours.
Where I'm sitting now, the snow has actually started to pick up in intensity again. Not as heavy as it was earlier this evening when I drove around from the Benton area, but it's definitely accumulated a good 7 inches here.
The roads were littered with cars and semis that slid off the pavement and crashed. We've been talking with our weather warrior Tony Laubach all morning, and he is out and about in one of our mobile weather labs. He was out yesterday as well. Look at this. He ends up lending a hand to a driver who got stuck in the snow.
Ronnie Bell, I must ask you a question.
He's really good with the puns.
I am really good with the puns. I know, it's a little hair-raising.
It's a little hair-raising.
And if you're heading out this morning, you're going to see that gorgeous weather continuing. Unfortunately, I bring some bad news, though. The heat and humidity are going to start to make their way up. But the theme for the weekend, of course, with the Superman Festival down in Metropolis, it's going to be a super weekend. And we take a look at the weather headlines right now. We're seeing temperatures, again, very, very comfortable in the 50s. You're seeing it's just super conditions out there. And for the super weekend, S is for super sun. There's going to be a ton of it. And in the sky, it's not a bird, it's not a plane, it is the humidity. That will be going up as well. And CAPE, one of the key ingredients for thunderstorm forecasting, we're not going to need it this weekend, so we're giving it to Superman. He's the only one who's going to need a CAPE this weekend.
Putting accuracy first. This is News 3 weather.
Very comfortable temperatures and low humidity is what you're walking out to this morning, and it's going to be a great day to get out and do all the outdoor activities. Fortunately, though, that heat and humidity are going to start to climb as well as storm chances. Now, can I give you a little brief explanation why? This is the current jet stream. This is what the atmosphere looks like at upper levels right now. As you can see, there's kind of a river of flow moving across the northern part of the country. Down to the south, you're also seeing just a little bit. We're kind of in the middle of that, so we're in a really stagnant pattern, not a lot of upper airflow, so we're seeing those temperatures and humidities remaining about the same with very, very little in the way of storm chances. However, as we start to move into the week, you start to see this system coming out of the Intermountain West. It's going to start to bring a chance of severe weather to the northern plains. Now, it's not going to do a lot for severe weather down to here, but as that system starts to get just a little bit closer, what you start to see happen, these lines that move across the map, you kind of see they have this upward pattern. What that means is the air at upper levels is starting to rise a little bit, and when you combine that with heat and humidity, our storm chances are going to go up. Now, because most of the air and the upper flow and the stronger flow is up to the north. That is where the storm chances are really going to be highest. But down in here, we're just going to see just enough rising motion where we'll start to see those shower and storm chances increase as we get into the middle of the week. But right now, though, just very, very comfortable. Again, temperatures for the most part in the mid to upper 50s. Paducah's sitting a little warm at 66, but generally speaking, everybody's in a very comfortable state, and that's because the dew points are low. You see Paducah at 55, nowhere near the temperature it is right now, so you're not walking out and getting slapped in the face with humidity. It's actually very, very comfortable and quite cool. But again, those readings are going to start to go up across the country, as you can see, though, pretty much everywhere in the central part of the country, in the 60s and 70s, Lexington and Nashville in the 50s right now. But everybody's pretty much in the same boat, again, under that big dome of high pressure that we have above us right now, and it's leading to very clear skies. You have to get way up to the north before you start to see any clouds, and of course, once we get out here a little bit further to the east, those clouds will be thickening up, but generally speaking, though, we're not going to have to see much of that. In fact, nothing but suns as we get on here. We'll see a little bit of breeze start to kick in as we get into the afternoon hours. We're looking pretty much, generally speaking, temperatures in the 80s under those breezes. We start to move into the afternoon a little bit. Again, clearing skies, temperatures falling into the mid to low 70s. And then as we get into the 5-day, again, the storm chances start to increase here as we get into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Monday, I'm not sure we're going to see a lot in the way of storm chances. There might be a scattered storm in the viewing area, but I think Tuesday and Wednesday is when we really start to see those storm chances go up. Reporting live from Jackson County. From right back here in Illinois. From here in Texas, from western Nebraska.
From Salina, Kansas.
From Oxford, Mississippi. From York, Nebraska. From the deserts of Arizona.
From the state of South Dakota.
From the geographical center of the United States. Reporting from southern Wyoming, I'm meteorologist Tony Laubach, the Weather Warrior.